Today's progress, I guess, on the wagon. Got the stake pockets in, bolted down, got everything measured up, everything's level. So, let's see. Got the skirting painted, got underneath painted on the skirting. I missed that piece there, but we got a temporary, I think, steps made. Right now, I'll make me something a little better later on, but got my hitch in back there. I'll use that for tying down. Plus, I mounted these. Let's see here. If you can see these here, I got these. Had them on sale at Northern Tool. So I got those. There's 4 of them, and they're strong enough to. They'll be strong enough to tie it down to keep them rolling. I'll have other straps on it, but so that'll help with that. These 2 long boards here are going to be along the top here, about right in here. I'm going to have a white railing. There's the tongue. I'm not putting that on until we're getting ready to move it. So over here next to the incinerator, I've got all the boards laid out, and I just painted one red, or 1 or 2 of them red, because I had to use up my paint. But I painted behind the stake pockets, because this is untreated lumber, so it was quite a bit cheaper to figure the sideboards. You know, they would be. Everything else is treated. The front, the main beams, the decking, and all that's treated. Just the side will be untreated, but we are painting that. So, but I'm painting in all the areas that'll be behind the stake pockets. I just went ahead and used up what paint I had made, but I had to use my ladder here to lay them out on the pallet. I got that tied to the wall. So, but yeah, I've got these here painted and everything. So with 1 coat, that'll be good enough there behind the stake pockets, but the rest of it we'll put several coats on that once we get it mounted. So I've got the corner post screwed in, drilled and all that, so that's all good and tight. And I'm getting ready to put these, they're over there drying at the moment, but I'll put these in and screw them down and tighten them up. And once we get the sides on, screw those in, and then we'll go to painting, and then it will be, I say, 98 or 99% complete. I'm not going to paint the deck. I'm going to leave that like it is. I don't feel any need to paint it. Plus, if I paint it, it'll be slick and everything. If it were to get wet. So, plus it's treated lumber, so I don't have to worry about that. So, but once we get everything painted, I'll pull the tape off the tire because I didn't want to get any drips on the nice tires I had mounted twice. Cheap Chinese tubes that come with them, they split. In fact, I was driving down the road and you hear something psh, and they would split open. So I went back and put all Firestone tubes in them. So I believe they were Firestones that the guy that we put in there, but like I say, it is almost done. I am glad, because I've never quite, I've never built a trailer before, but the plans and everything I had come offline, and which I think everything has turned out fairly well. So I think one more thing, the only thing I have to do is align the front end. I think that was it. I've got it pretty close, like it is, and it will. I mean, this trailer is with little or no effort. I mean, I can move it with no effort hardly. So the bearings are working. Everything's excellent on that part. So, but I'll do my alignment in the shop here. I'll measure the front and the rear and make sure that's good, so it's not wearing the tires out. But I said, all my boards are laid out. They're drying tomorrow afternoon. It's supposed to rain here, so I doubt I'll be cutting any grass or doing any landscaping. So, but one more good hard day, and I believe we'll have this. We'll have this finished. So that's it for now, and the next video I do will be after we have it all painted, and I'll do one more video before we pull it out of the shop probably. So, but hope everyone's enjoyed it. I know it's not been too bad. I'm not much of a carpenter, but me and my wife have done most all of this. So, well, we've done everything. Even bought, all the lumber, cut it, painted, and everything. We even had the paint. I took some of the Tisco paint here. This is some of the dried. I took a paint sample and got them to match it as close as they could with the outdoor house paint. Outdoor, it's the paint primer, all in one. So this here is close to Tisco red. Well, this here is still drying, but this here you can see on the deck how red it is. So I figured I'd do that. So this red will be as close to IH red as you can possibly get without being in trouble. So it's probably not right on the money, but it's like one notch away from it. So it's as close as you can get. I don't know if you, kind of hard to tell in the video here how that is, but that's it for tonight. It is about 8:30, and I'm ready to get ready to go to bed here. Go out tomorrow, do some more work, but and I'm probably gonna pull it with the Super C over here. I can pull it with the Cub probably, but being the first time here and I'm not used to pulling it, we're gonna be pulling it on asphalt, so we're not even going off road. So I don't have to worry about that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and load the Cub up with it, and the Super C up with it, and take it to use it. So by the time you get 20 people on here, it's still be able to pull it, but yeah, until I get more used to moving it or pulling people on it, I guess. So, but all right, thanks for watching, and talk to you later.